Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are going to be continuing where we've left off last time, which was talking to this fellow here, He Who Was, who's asked us to go all the way down here to get a ledger so that he can figure out the crimes of a dead murderer. Or murderess, I suppose. It's going to be a while before we get there. In the meantime, we're going to continue on our journey, sort of weaving around this outside edge. But eventually we'll make our way to Last Light Inn. No guarantees that'll happen today. But let's continue on. Hello, Harpers. You guys aren't looking so good. Ooh. Nice potions. Don't need the rotting carrot. Money and scrolls. Good. Light spark. You're not just a generic harper. You are a special harper. Harper journal. We're running around trying to find the borders of that blight. The ruins east of Last Light proved to be highly dangerous with deep biting shadows. Another suspicious one is that house on the hillock a little further on. It seems dark and empty, but voices come from there. One of the others swears to me that he heard a child's laughter and saw Yankee warriors approaching the house from a distance. Surely his imagination must be getting the better of him out here. Ruins east of Last Light. We certainly haven't been there yet. Deep biting shadows, so maybe that's the central point of this shadow curse, is from those ruins. The house on a hillock with Githyanki warriors has got to be Oliver's home, because we saw a couple of dead Githyanki there, and then obviously the child's laughter would be Oliver wanting to play his hide and seek. And another night orchid. Suppose Shadowheart probably doesn't care to receive another one. Roots. There's a lot of creaking noises. There's a lot of just random noises here that make me uncomfortable. I feel like something is gonna happen. Noises are never good. Hey, a tomb we can loot, or a grave, I suppose.
My light, my hope, my joy.
Yeah, sorry, Ellie Mae. We're gonna... There's nothing here.
This grave is a mess. Probably an animal's doing.
So there's an animal nearby who dug up the grave and looted it already? Or possibly some undead Ellie Mae that climbed out of her own grave. I won't rule out that possibility. Did we go all the way back there? Because it looks on the map like it extends... Ah, down here. Okay. Well, you gotta keep an eye on the map. Beast tracks. Probably shouldn't have had Varric examine them. It's usually wisdom based. I guess survival to determine tracks is the usual option. Yeah, so no one is trained. Shadowheart is the best. Nothing happened when I clicked on it, but I don't suppose, yeah.
Have a lot on my mind.
That's fine. So we've got tracks that are heading down here and into that hole, probably.
What's that hiding in the dirt?
Family ring. Death saving throw +2. Heh. Maybe we'll give that to Astarion. I'm terrible, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Just because he's the one that always dies. Let's see, you've got the acid damage and Advantage on saving throws versus being charmed. I mean, that's nice. It's very situational. I feel like death saves pop up more often. Anyone not have a second ring? I'm sure we do.
Eager for battle.
Lady Zell,
What am I to do?
I could give you the ring against being charmed.
Assume nothing.
There.
I've got a long road ahead.
I don't know why it's always Astarion that dies, but it is always Astarion that dies. So, just planning accordingly. What's the deal with these roots that are showing up? Oh, it's just this. It's just oddly labeling it. Okay.
Open up.
Well, we'll check both of these boxes and then get back to our circling of this map. Everything's rotted, which isn't terribly surprising. Don't need the random rope. Thought that was... Oh, I was like, that looks like a creature over there. It is, in fact, a creature. We killed them on our way around. So we've now kind of looped back where we've already been. We'll take all of that. Why not? Okay, back up this way. Let's grab
If I do.
that. Grab all the things. You never know, we'll need lots of random knickknacks. Rusty dagger, don't care about that. Starion, could you open this for me?
Oh, for a skeleton key.
I would love for you to have a skeleton key. Ooh, 2. Not the best. Still gonna be fine because Astarion is Astarion.
Let's get going.
Healing potion and gold. And another healing potion.
Pockets.
Right next to a skeleton. What did you die from if you had a healing potion that readily available? Whole bunch of bottles lying around as well. He had a bottle on him. There's a couple more bottles down here.
With haste.
A bottle rack. Are you some sort of alchemist? Okay, that'll get us back down to there where we were. Just looking at the map, looks like this does connect there, so I don't need to find a path up on this side. I am surprised by how much this spider webbed up. I was thinking it was just going to be like a quick little thing and then we get to last light. And it hasn't been.
Let's have a look.
Might as well check the bag that's right next to us. Sketchy looking bridge. And yeah, up here. I should probably light all of the braziers we pass. Just because having extra light is never going to be a bad thing while we're here. A dead boar. Last time we found a dead animal, it was the raven. And we were immediately swarmed by, you know, a dozen other dead ravens.
Last light in west. Moonrise Towers southwest.
West, southwest. They mentioned... Wait, is this... That's walkable terrain. I have no idea how we're going to get there. Unless there was some path there I missed. Anyway. I'm going to mark this. I can't can't use question marks? Weird. Don't know how. Sure. They mentioned a ruin to the east. And I wasn't thinking about it, but east of here... I don't know where a ruin east of here that would have tons of darkness. That's Oliver's house. Not surprisingly, it's surrounded by blood. I think, no, that's the ritual site. Where was Oliver? There's Oliver's house. And then east. Unless they're talking about like this little ruins area that we met the Drider in. Could be. Anyway, getting distracted. That's not the button I wanted. So yeah, we'll check out the boar. Though I am...
Shadow's hunger is endless, it seems.
I am worried. Nope, we didn't get swarmed by a bunch of dead boars. Very good. It does look like that is walkable terrain. So presumably this will connect. Certainly when I clicked there, our party immediately started running off in that direction. Otherwise we could use Misty Step to teleport there, or Lae'zel's jumping. We have various methods of traveling across impassable terrain. But I don't think I need to use any of them yet. This whole area just looks amazing. They did a great job. Just with the atmospheric feeling of all of this. That... Nope, that goes on for a while. Ooh. No, that goes on to a ruin. Is this... So when we were down in Grimforge, we saw a Shar temple that there was no way to get to. I'm wondering if this is an alternate route into that Shar temple or something. There's more to that than it appears. That's the suspicion. I assume we will come back by here later, so we can check it out then. So for now, we'll keep going this way. But it's... I'm pretty... My curiosity is piqued, we'll say. By some strange ruin. Heavy chest. Cool. With ingredients and fresh food. Why is there fresh food? I'm not complaining, but I am curious. Everything is rotted. Hello, skeleton and rotten tomato. So we've got... I assume these don't actually do anything for me. Bottled solvent. Bottled blooms. No. So nothing I can do alchemically with them, I don't think. Dead Druid's Journal. A handwritten journal abandoned for some 50 years. It details a druid's attempt to learn more about the Shadow Curse. The entries grow shorter and more sporadic as time passes. Made good progress through the mountains. Seeing the curse for the first time filled me with awe and fear that was difficult to describe. No writing could have prepared me, nor any artist's rendition. As grave as Archdruid Halston's warnings were, they were still lacking compared to the reality. I shall make camp soon and press on in the morning, though in truth, such terms have little meaning in this place. A dreadful night. The campfire needed thrice the wood that would normally be needed in order to keep it burning. Terrible sounds came to my ears from beyond the firelight. Rest has not restored me. If anything, I feel weaker, but I must persevere. I must trust in Sylvanas. I must venture deeper. Creatures from the darkness, foul things. One grazed me. Only my torch saved me. Deep darkness. Flames are instantly doused. The wound stings. Flesh is turning black with corruption. The shadows are growing stronger. They're spreading. I need to return to light. The wood will not burn. I can barely see the page. I'm surrounded.
Something to do with the shadow curse? I truly hope this blight isn't spreading.
Huh. So he said that he came here following Halsin's statements about this place. And that was 50 years ago. I did not realize that this curse has been here for that long. Or that Halsin is that old. I guess he's an elf. But they don't make him look, you know, middle-aged. Though, not middle-aged for an elf. I think he's an elf. I don't actually think I paid attention. Let's see if anyone else reading this will also get a check. Or if we just had the single check and failed it.
How about this? The idea of this darkness spreading is not comforting.
Okay, we are all getting a check.
This shadow curse is deadly. I hope it's been contained.
I hope it's contained as well. Shadowheart, you're my only hope.
Notes on the shadow curse.
Nope.
Perhaps some feared it would spread.
Well, seems easy enough to light a campfire to me. So, yeah. Some check we've obviously failed to learn more about the Shadow Curse. And a failed survival check. Oh, come on, guys. Can you start passing a few checks? Shadowheart, do you get this survival? Yes.
What's that?
Thank you. And yeah, nature I think is going to be an intelligence check, which means we should have had a great bonus with our headband that we stole from Lump. And it still wasn't enough. Stole might be too strong of a word. Alright. Just saw that outcropping there and was curious if I could get up here for any purpose, but it seems no. Maybe stole isn't a strong enough word considering we killed him for the headband. The rest of you want to keep up. Stay within the light. Or I wonder if this is going to be sort of the top of that entrance to the Underdark. Yeah, the top of the Zentarim elevator shaft that we found. Because we couldn't bring the elevator up. But I'm wondering if this is where that connected to. I'm going to toss down a save. Just to make sure that I don't progress the story or do anything bad by going through this door. I doubt I would. The Underdark is fine to go to. Oh, no, this probably is the top of the... not Zentrum elevator. The elevator that comes from the Grimforge. Because we know that comes up to the Shadow Curse somewhere and we haven't found that connection yet. That's probably where this is. No. I mean, maybe still, but... Adept of the Absolute. Orders. What are your orders? I've been given the crucial task to clear the entrance to the Grimforge for future expeditions. True Near will follow once the entrance is cleared. As I make my way to the entrance, I can't help but feel excitement. What might we find here? That Ketheric created so long ago, now sealed by the curse. Grimforge could hold untold treasures for the Absolute uses. I will continue to explore and document my findings. The entrance is currently blocked by vines and rubble, quite cursed. Explosives ought to do the job, though I'm not as experienced in such matters as I'd wish to be. I set up the explosives with care, though I admit I'm almost afraid to detonate them. There's no telling what power these cursed vines hold, what might lie beyond, and whether I've even set things up correctly. Absolute, protect me. It seems the Absolute did not protect you. Probably should have worshipped a better god. Another broken moon lantern.
A broken moon lantern catches your eye, its glow now snuffed out.
Well, let's take it. I don't know if there will be a use for having all of these broken moon lanterns, but we were told that the moon lanterns were how we were supposed to survive in this area. And then we found a good one, and yes, it was awesome. And then taken from us by the Harpers. Absolutist Expedition Key. That sounds useful. And then Old Architectural Collection.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
It's not a curse. This yellowed book contains a series of architectural plans. One shows an elevator leading from the wilds outside a town called Wraithwin to the Underdark. I think we did hear the name Wraithwin applied to... someone was mentioning it about a town that was here in the Shadow Cursed area. Weathered chisel set. Well, someone was carving something. Plaque, are you also a trap?
We offer our prayers to the Dark Lady, whose comfort and grace heals all.
Okay.
We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful. We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
Yeah. Definitely a whole lot of Shar stuff. Elixir of Heroism. Nice. Greater Healing. Glorious Vaulting. Healing Potion. Don't need a random torch, since my torch seems to last forever. Let's go up this side. It seemed behind us is where things were continuing. And yeah, bunch of urns. As usual, urns or vases are typically empty. And that remains the case. This looks important in some way, but clearly not. Ah, elevator to the Underdark. I think this is where the Zentrum group... No. This is definitely talking about going to Grimforge. This has got to be the elevator that goes to Grimforge. Let's do a quick save. Yeah, let's venture forth just to verify. I'm just constantly second guessing, like, where do I think this goes? It doesn't matter, I'll find out. But he was talking about clearing the way to the Grimforge and near. It's got to be to the Grimforge. That elevator there that we skipped. Yeah. Right here by the harbor. Let's make sure, is anything else showing up here is interesting that we should look into? Whoa, where are these pointing? Moonrise Towers. We've got something else hiding behind our map marker over there. Those are clearly off this map. But no, nothing else to see down here. It looks like we've dealt with it all. We could go back to the forge and forge one more item because we have another bit of mithril. But no reason to. Let's head on back up. We went through the different molds that we had for the adamantine forge. I don't think anything else stood out to me as being that critical. Although after seeing how good that armor turned out, it's possible some of the weapons would have had really cool effects. But I don't know. Okay, so this just takes us to the Grimforge, which we'd already know how to get to and can teleport to. did not take us to that Sharan temple.
I'll give it a shot.
So, cool area, but not as useful or interesting as I hoped it would be, because we've already been there. I guess, is that actually... No, we've got a couple more pockets to look through that look like they don't branch out, and then we will actually be ready to go to Last Light. We're getting there. I mean, arguably I could also choose to explore everything else before we go to Last Light, but I don't feel like that's necessary. Bunch of night orchids.
In my pack.
Let's actually talk to Shadowheart. See if she has anything to say, since we found that temple area. We picked up a few night orchids.
So, that's what people mean when they talk about butterflies in their stomach. Did you want something?
Yeah, nothing else to talk about. You and I, we share something special, I think. I want to talk about
Very
it.
serious of you. But go ahead.
Guessing nothing new? Are you faring? You seem distracted of late. I don't want us to drift apart. Maybe you've never had a relationship quite like this one, have you? I don't think I've seen this one before, that feel like you've been distracted of late. I'll first ask how she's faring.
Well, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been dwelling on becoming a Dark Justiciar. Perhaps seeing the power of Shah unleashed on that land is keeping the thought in my mind. But don't worry. I still have plenty of room for you in both mind and heart.
I wonder how Shar would feel about Dark Justiciars having relationships. Like, do they need to be 100% devoted to Shar? Is there room for them to have a significant other? We can't ask the other option?
I was hoping you'd come to chat. What do you need? Very
Let's just
serious
go
of
back
you.
to here and see if it gives us the prompt
Go
again.
ahead.
Yeah. I feel you've been distracted of late. I don't want us to drift apart.
I won't pretend that I don't know what you mean. Ever since we entered the Shadow Curse, I felt like something's calling to me. Some purpose that I need to find. Give me some time. If I can figure out whatever it is that I need to do, well, then there should be more time for us.
Okay. That was a cool interaction. And I'm glad I didn't miss it. Well, fun. So yeah, she does have some connection to this Shadow Curse. Whether that's to enhance it or expand upon it or, you know, reconnect it to Shar in some manner. Or if, as I suspect, she was once a follower of Selûne, if what she's feeling is Selûne calling to her, encouraging her to fix the Shadow Curse. We don't know. But yeah, I still suspect that things are not as she believes them to be regarding her and Shar/Selûne. Those are a lot. We've now made it back to here. We've fully explored this whole chunk, except for there. There's got to be a way to jump across there. I don't imagine there's any other connection. So I probably just missed a jump point.
No shadows here. Something must be keeping it at bay.
The last light, whatever that means. Huh.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy.
He helped us out in the shadows.
Come. Jaheira!
Okay. So, Jaheira is a name that I've heard of. I think she can become a party member, but more importantly, I think she was a party member in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Again, I've never played those, so I don't know the context around her, but that's my vague understanding, is that she comes from the previous games, and so she's just a link from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 to Baldur's Gate 3. Just this once, I wish people would simply say hello. Jaheira, is it? I'm Varric, and I assure you, none of this is necessary. You have to the count of 5 to let me go, or I am magic incarnate. These vines will not hold me. I like a lot of these, but as usual, I'm gonna use the special sorcerer option since it's here. I'm magic incarnate, which feels like a bold statement to make. Like, yeah, we're sorcerers, we have magic in our blood, but to call ourselves magic incarnate? It's a bit pretentious. These vines will not hold me.
They'll last long enough. Magic incarnate. This is why we're here, you see. 'Tis a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind.
Yep.
You should never have come here, true soul.
Well, at least she's intelligent about trying to find true souls. Like, has a proven method, as opposed to everyone else who doesn't. I'm not a true soul. Look to the Harpers you saved. Accept your fate. Rage against the vines using strength. That's not going to happen. Force your own magic through the vines, weakening them. That we could do. Almost certainly. But I feel like talking our way out of here is better than forcing our way out and then hoping to talk. Then again, there's something to be said for talking from a position of strength. But I'm going to just say I'm not a true soul, which is true. I'm infected, but I'm not a true soul.
Stop! What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
He's
Hey,
the one
Mole.
who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either.
Thank
Saved
you.
two of my friends. One from a harpy and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss about thieving either. I pretty much trust him with my life.
A true soul with a mind of his own? How is that possible?
I was not expecting Mole to be the one to come to our aid. Though we did, you know, wish her well on her thieving and not try and talk her out of it, etc. So, yeah. We could show her the artifact. I don't think that's the right call. Like, we've already told too many people about the artifact, and it's coming back to haunt us. I work in mysterious ways. She'll probably not accept that. You'll just have to take my word for it. Might accept that. The weave itself burns through my veins. Perhaps the tadpole is afraid. It's such a terrible answer. But since we already used the other, I am magic incarnate, I might as well just keep going with the extremely overzealous, bold statements. The weave itself burns through my veins. The tadpole's afraid.
I've met no sorcerer that powerful, and I've met many. Now speak plain. How do you have control?
Again, maybe if we were in private, showing the artifact, like, it's possible I could learn to trust her alone, but we're in the middle of a field surrounded by people. Pulling out an artifact saying, yeah, it's this cool artifact that makes me immune to the absolute. Just showing it off, shaking it in front of everyone, just feels really dumb. So I'm gonna keep avoiding that because it's just a really dumb idea. I know it's hard to trust anyone right now, but believe me, I'm not an absolute cultist. DC 21. Can I get some guidance? Ugh. An extra D4. Giving me a 5 to 8 bonus on a DC 21. Them odds are not good. Advantage is better. I think. We could use friends, but I don't want her hating me afterwards. So... yeah, I hate using a second level spell for this, but that's the reason why we picked it, so that we can. So we give ourselves advantage. Then we've got a +4 with advantage, which I think is better than a +1 D4. But even still, this roll is not friendly. 16 + 4 is not enough. We need a 17 or better. Yikes. We do have 3 inspiration. Is it that important for me to succeed on this check? I mean, kind of. We could pull out the artifact as a fallback, but that feels so bad. Like, in the middle of a crowd, outside, in the Shadowfell, to pull out the artifact and wave it around in front of people. So I'm gonna give it another shot, and if it fails, maybe then we'll just continue and see where the chips fall, as it were. Because we've got another chance. We need 17 or better. We've got 2 dice. Nope, there's another 16. Man. Alright, we'll just let the dice ride. But getting 20 twice out of a DC 21, that hurts just a touch.
Not good enough.
Then can we talk in private? And even in front of a known Thieves Guild leader, we pull out an artifact. Yeah, this makes us immune. But so be it. I'm not gonna just attack her and just slaughter my way through the entire inn. So fine, here. I've got this strange artifact. Ooh, how does the tadpole react to it?
What in the hells is that thing?
What? Did the tadpole die, or... It definitely reacted. Tell Jaheira and everything you know about the artifact? No, again. That's something we could potentially do in a private circumstance. Right now is just not the time. So far it's been a lifesaver. Here's hoping you agree. Your guess is as good as mine. So far it's been a lifesaver. Here's hoping you agree.
More or less. Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here?
I came here to get the lantern that the Harpers owe me. Destroyed the Absolute in its lair, Moonrise Towers. I just want a cure for the parasite in my head. Moonrise Towers is my only lead. I'm here on holiday. My intentions are my own. I don't think the Absolute's lair is Moonrise Tower, and no one has made that claim. We know that's where the parasites are coming from. Like, long-term, destroying the Absolute sounds like a pretty good plan, but immediately why I'm here is to cure the parasite.
Then our interests align. We must all cure ourselves of the entire cult of the Absolute.
Not opposed.
There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Okay. I think we will call it here for this episode. So next time we will actually go into the inn proper. We'll probably talk to the people outside and then go into the inn proper and get to meet all the people here. Because Last Light Inn is a notable location. I think also a location from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Again, the lore of those games I don't know, so don't quote me on any of it. But yeah, I will see you guys then. Bye.